It is good to see you again, and I do see you in my own way. You're a wound in time, a tear in reality. Fate speaks in riddles. Your fate was written in the scrolls long ago. It is entwined with the fate of... She works a terrible forge under the lash of the great deceiver, Molog Baal. Her soul is in great danger. You must... Tread carefully in Molog Baal's realm. You are important. The scrolls of... After Lyris took my place in the Wailing Prison so that we might escape, the Daedra moved her to the Foundry of Woe. It is a place of torment and despair. The god of schemes invaded my mind many times during my imprisonment. It was a tortuous experience, but by forcing... We are connected, he and I. With concentration, I can see through his eyes. He feels my presence, and it fills him with rage. When you enter the Foundry to recover Lyris, I can keep his attention. It will be a far greater danger for you to enter Cold Harbor without this distraction. It is Molog Baal's realm, and his power there is great. I will endeavor to.
You're alive. Then he's still alive. Thank the gods. But you don't understand. It's hard to describe. My memories, my feelings, they've been fragmented. I've tried. The Daedra took everything. My willpower, my courage, my sense of self. I'll do my best. Lead on.
To work, slave!
Parents' graves. My mother died in childbirth. My father was distant, cold. I think he blamed me for my mother's death. I ran off to become a mercenary when I was 16. I never saw my father again. He was murdered by an old enemy. Father?
Bastard! Die like the monster you are! Remind us!
Who are you? In life, I was Gyalda, father to Lyris. My spirit was torn from its rest and brought to this foul place. The Daedra forced me to I don't understand. Lyris was always a free... Lyris! Is this true, child?
So distant. My mother died giving me life. It was my fault. I should never have been born.
Lyris, look at me. The blood of giants flows through my veins. Your mother was a Nord. I gave her my seed without thought for her safety. That's why she died. Not because of you, child. Because of me.
I thought you blamed me. You couldn't even look at me, Papa.
Do you not see? When I looked at you, I saw her face. I loved her, child, just as I love you, more than life itself. We cannot change the past, nor should we cling to it. You must not let these feelings haunt you. Let them go. Let me go.
I love you too, Papa. Rest now. Be at peace. He's gone. Come on, let's get out of here. Built to compound the misery of those who labor here.
Did you get all the pieces?
Yeah, I stashed them in the footlockers all around camp.
All right, let's get back.
Did you find something? I can't believe it. This armor is who I am. Excellent. I'm ready. You traitorous bastard. I should have expected to find you here.
Don't be a fool, Titanborn. I'm trying to help you. Your hatred poisons you. Warriors are like steel. When you lose your temper, you lose your worth.
Help me. You betrayed us all, then went back to licking Manny Marco's boot before the smoke cleared.
I did what I had to do. And as a show of my good intentions, I have a gift for you. But be warned, Cold Harbor will not give it up easily.
Is that... Sure, Bones, it is. Vestige, it's good. My axe. Oh, it feels good to have it back. I don't know. I don't trust him and I never will. But it's odd. Better. Stronger. Almost whole again. Isn't that strange? We're not done yet. We need to keep moving forward. The passage is blocked by a rock slide. But now... Stand back. Damn pile of pebbles is gonna stop me now. So many Daedric beasties, so little time. We need to keep moving. I almost feel like myself again. couldn't be. Sai, what's happened to you? What have they done?
Lyris. Lyris. I can see you. Are you really there?
Sai, it's me. We're seeing some kind of vision of you. Do you know where you are?
I don't know. They're torturing me. They want the Amulet of Kings. Want me to tell them where it's hidden. But I haven't broken. Not yet.
Sai, you need to hold on. We're going to find you. I'll make sure of it. We'll find you. Somehow we'll get you out of there. Sai? Sai! No! Bring him back, you bastards! That was no trick. Sai's a friend. Maybe my best friend. We need to tell the Prophet about this. He'll know what to do. But first, we need to find a way out of here. I don't care what... Did it!
Deshaan, are you all right?
Yes, Prophet, I'm fine. The vestige freed my mind from the Daedra's control.
Thank the Divines. Your loss would have thrown all into chaos.
They won't take me again. Not alive, at least. Prophet, Manamarco captured Sai Sahan. He's torturing him to find out where the Amulet of Kings is hidden. We have to rescue him.
You brought Lyris back, and largely intact from the look. And she will need time to recover. One does not leave such a place unscarred. What did he say? Did Sai tell you where he is being held? Then we must locate him before Menimarco forces him to reveal the amulet's hiding place. Did he? I thought he had firmly aligned himself with Menimarco and his worm cult. Curiouser and curiouser. As you saw in my visions, the amulet's misuse ripped a hole in the barrier that protects Tamriel from the forces of oblivion. For now you must leave me to my meditation. I must set my mind to the task of locating Sai Sahan. Until then, embrace the unknowable. The drops of... Perhaps it was simply arrogance. Perhaps it was all part of his grand scheme. Who can know the logic of a Daedric prince? I will call upon you again when the time is right.
there you are. It's about time you got here. Where have you been? I've been waiting for you to arrive for days now. Oh, didn't the Tribunal send you? Well, no matter. I'm just glad you're here. This is Circa Mora, the Cirque. In all the confusion, I'm embarrassed to admit that I lost track of my brother, Deshaan. He's the town consul. Yesterday he went to check on the townsfolk. Someone in town must know what happened to Deshaan. He loves to visit and chat with all of our neighbors. Oh, by Bavek! Where are my manners, of course? That's the least I can do since you agreed to help me. As the ranking member of House Redoran in this town, he's more or less the one in charge. He's good at it too. The townsfolk look to him. The Moleborn. They're a fairly new sect, as far as I can tell. Part mercenary group, part compassionate charity. They've been helping those afflicted by the plague. They showed up here and set up a quarantine, and now they claim they have a cure. They have members from across Morrowind, and they're always looking for new recruits. I heard one of them speak in Kraganmore. Lot of nonsense, if you ask me. You haven't heard about the Lodos Plague? People get sick, turn violent. Some claim they become... Hey, you're going the wrong way.
Who knew that so many afflicted would flock to the Cirque? A letter from my cousin. I was so relieved to get that letter from my cousin. Between knowing that he's all right and hearing that the Moleborn have a cure for this plague, I am feeling so much better. Well, I'm not one of their recruitment liaisons, but I can tell you a little. They claim to be an altruistic organization, formed to help the common people of Morrowind. What's to understand? They're a volunteer organization. They say they fill the gaps left by the Tribunal and the Great Houses. They set up the quarantine here to help the afflicted.
you all right? You look so pale. No wonder my brother wouldn't let me come by to visit.
Don't worry about me. I'll be back on my feet in no time. But what about you? Your brother said that neither of you had taken the curative yet.
Uncle, I'm not sure about these Malborn, and their curative sounds too good to be true, but don't worry about me. Just take care of yourself.
I see Arona has conscripted a new soldier into... Is Deshaan missing? He was by yesterday for a visit. I know he had other stops to make. My niece's visit was more than enough. I feel better already. Besides, I've overcome worse ailments than a queasy stomach. Well, a good conversation is like a hot bowl of guar liver soup. It soothes the aches that ail you. What did you want to ask? Well, I think it was 12 mornings ago. The day the wild nix got into the brooding elf's trash receptacles. They call it the Lodos Plague. Maybe Vivek knows where it came from, but I am a blood kin of House Redoran, if that's what you're asking.
Rel, are you in here?
Brave little...
By the tribunal. Rel! Poor Grell. What in Oblivion's name happened? Come, let's get out of here. By the tree, this place smells terrible.
Oh, look at me. I'm a terrible mess. You really must excuse my dreadful appearance. I haven't been feeling very well lately. Deshaan, the town consul? Such a nice young man. The curative? Remarkable stuff. Tastes awful, but wipes the plague right out of your system.
The sicker people get, the more incoherent they become, and now it looks like the rumors are true. The Lotus Plague does turn people... The quarantine. I guess it makes sense that Deshaan would want to go see what the Malborn are doing in there. And I've yet to see any evidence that the curative works. All right, if you want to go to the Malborn set up the quarantine around the old graveyard. In the beginning, they were letting people inside and freely distributing the curative. But Deshaan provided them with the old graveyard key when they first arrived, and I've seen Malborn coming and going through the back gate. Hey, you going Malborn are using the back gate. Let's see if one of them has the key. key.
Move to
Do
play!
they look like clay husks to you? Did you see that? They attacked us. For no good reason. Let's find the key and see what the Moleborn are hiding in there.
You have to open... What are they up to in there? And why won't they let me get a look at their curative? Oh, I'm the town alchemist, and I want to get a sample of the Moleborn curative. They refuse to give me any. Do you always skip ahead in the story? No one has an iota of patience anymore. But yes, I need a few bottles of the curative. Just watch your step in there. I don't trust these Moleborn or their good intent. As long as you promise to collect the curatives as soon as we're done, ask away. Not much. They say they're here to help, but they certainly don't act like any charitable caregivers I ever met. I don't trust them. Which is why I want to find out what's in the curative that... There's not much to tell. They claim the elixir is a cure for the low-dose plague, but I haven't seen anyone recover from the illness. I'm an alchemist. I took over for Arnis when he retired. I also have a bit of training.
Look over there. That's one of the Moleborn. One of the husks must have got me. By the three, this place chills me to the bones. Let's see if we can find my brother and then get out of here. We should never have trusted the Moleborn. It seems like the curative isn't really a curative. Plague husk scent. What in the... I guess if you need to get close to them, that makes a set. Deshaan, my brother, what happened to you? By the three, I fear the plague consumes you, brother.
Arona, what are you doing here? It's not safe.
The Moleborn attacked us, and the afflicted are turning into plague husks. Oh, Deshaan, this is dreadful.
The Moleborn is spreading the plague. For some reason, they want everyone to become afflicted. They're not healers. They're monsters. The low-dose plague. I have no idea why. But it's clear to me that the Moleborn curative is actually the source of the disease. That's not important. Get my sister out of here and stop the Moleborn. Then convince her. I'm too far gone. I don't want to become one of those. I knew you'd understand. Convince her to leave without me. I don't want her to...
Is my brother ready? That's ridiculous. Why in the world would he want to stay in this dreadful place? I won't hear another word. Stop making sense, damn you. And damn him. And damn the Moleborn. Don't do this, Deshaan. The sun needs you.
All right, we're done here. Pack everything up. We need to regroup with the other Moleborn cadres and deliver this plague to the rest of Deshaan. Don't doubt. You can't stop the Morborn, you fool. We are the cleansing fire that burns across Morrowind.
Were you able to acquire any samples of the Molborn? I've been watching the townsfolk who received the curative and came to the same conclusion. But thanks for your help. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have...
My brother is gone. And I fear that my uncle doesn't have much. And it was a bad one. Just when we need guidance and lead. Me? Yes, you're right. I have to be strong for the Cirque. That's the same conclusion I reached. But at least the Cirque is safe. For now. Here, take this. For helping me. The Molborn have been dealt with, but I could use a little more of your help if you don't mind. It's my uncle. He's still ill, and his condition has taken a turn for the worse. Nalene is working to develop some kind of treatment, but she could use your assistance. She can't work at her alchemy. Talk to Nalene. Let her know I asked.
Yes? It's nice to see you again, of course. You certainly are an inquisitive one, aren't you? If you must know, Arnis lets me... Not that I really want to tell you my life story, but I was apprenticed to Arnis. Then the plague struck the Cirque, and other priorities took precedence. I'll be on my own soon enough. Did she? Well, I suppose I do. There are a few additives I require, but I can't very well walk away from my table while Ornis and the rest of the townsfolk need my skills. Even this interruption can prove disastrous where alchemy is concerned. I need Kind's Heart healing herbs, sour milk tea, and dragon scale mushrooms. The innkeeper usually has healing herbs. Grelf...
It's times like these when I wish... Well, I might have some around here someplace, but Kind's Heart is very... What? Why didn't you say so? Honest...
Where did you go to get those ingredients? Windhelm? No matter. Your healing herbs, dragon scale mushrooms, sour milk tea. Yes, it's all here. I need... You did it? Well, this appears to be perfect. I truly am impressed. Our friend has done well. I'm not sure this will cure the plague, but it should at least slow down its progress. All right, that's it. Visiting time is over. Everyone out and let my patient rest.
I don't know how to thank you. Without your help, the Molborn would have destroyed... I know. His fate is in the Three's hands now, but he certainly has a fighting chance.
I'm happy to say that the suppressant works. It's not a cure, but it should buy me the time I need to find a way to beat the plague.
That's wonderful news. If I wasn't worried about spreading the plague, I'd kiss you right on the lips.
Narcissus, so the Molborn lied to everyone. I figured as much. This doesn't bode well for... Narcissus sent me to investigate Quarantine Cirque. Now that I know a mad cult is poisoned, they're appearing all across Deshaan. Even Narcissus is in danger. I need to stay here and finish my investigation. If you're heading...
My lord, please, you need to rest.
What? Oh, you startled me. You look a capable type. Refugees from Narcissus. We came here to escape the plague, but were set upon by highwaymen. I was separated from my group, and my husband. Alexia, bless you! I'll follow your lead, but I'm afraid I'm not very good. We must keep... I'm sorry. It's the cinnamon scent. It was Gariel's favorite.
Go away. If you're infected, you'll kill us all.
We're not infected, you idiot. I'm trying to find my husband.
I don't care if you're looking for Nerevar. You're not getting in here.
been here. We must get past that door. I don't see my husband anywhere. Something feels wrong here, but I can't...
You don't look infected. To protect us from the undead. Gariel? He's not with us anymore. Scavenging and hunting. Our leader, Danis, has it I've no idea where he's...
A new face? What brings you? Danis calls it meatloaf surprise. I'm surprised I'm able to keep it down. You'll have to ask Danis. Gariel? I heard he vanished on the last...
You're not wanted here, outsider. The Loder's plague. It's been ravaging our cities. Gariel was infected. He seemed fine at first, but the infection became...
I don't understand. What? But we saw his bow. That's preposterous. He was fine when we were separated. Please, you must find him. Search the crypts. I'll keep questioning the others. Someone must know what Danis is playing at. You're probably right. This place doesn't feel right. I hate the thought of Gariel wandering through those godforsaken chambers all alone. I understand, but if there's even a chance...
Revenge.
Our ways are not your ways, outsider. Did you now? Spare me your judgments. We do what we must to survive. I've watched hundreds die from the plague. Horrible, painful death. Gariel was weak. He didn't understand the need for moral ambiguity. He threatened to turn the entire camp against. You would doom my people to starvation, or death by the plague.
What in oblivion are you doing? I'm getting out of here.
How dare you judge us? What? Do you have any idea what you've done? It's that simple, is it? Just leave? Return to the outside world? You sound like Gariel. Perhaps you're right. Perhaps we have lost our way. Those who wish to leave will be free to do so.
Have you found anything?
I know. Ever since that bandit raid that separated us, I knew. But I must thank you, Sarah. You helped me.
Both will be rewarded one day.
Daedra, spawn of Padame's black blood, answer the cry of your servant! Come forth and walk upon the face of Nirn!
My Nyx hounds are nervous. Citizens have been disappearing from the roads near here. I came to investigate and found these intruders. Orcs. I can't officially authorize it, but it sure would be useful to know why the orcs are here. I saw an orc studying a letter. Might be orders from somewhere.
Where in Shaw's name did you come from? I've tied myself up for fun. What does it look like? I've been... Much better. I'm angry at myself for getting caught by these milk drinkers, and I hate that. I owe them a debt. Want to help me thwart their little... In fact, I do. The orcs are carrying kindle pitch. I could smell it. Probably to burn Elvin. I'm going to scout around and figure out our next move. Meet me at the huge gates after you set...
My head! You can see me, outsider. My followers and I came here to investigate a great magical disturbance. Kralek used some foul necromancy to bind our souls to our skulls. Mine sits upon his dark altar. Yes, that just might work. Find the skulls. Yes, outsider. Other than Kralek, was a priestess of the tribunal. Kralek Gravortag is practicing terrible necromancy in this land. Kralek is cunning for an orc.
We can never repay.
An orc's work is never done.
Sweet.
What? I'll add your skull to that pile, meddler!
Kralek is dead. We are free. Go in peace with our blessing.
Ride of the Lion!
High Rock and Hammerfell.
look at it. Good. Those Covenant banners are a source of pride to these louts. Destroying them. Then here's the finish. Kill their leader, Gruznak, the Impatient. If there's one thing an orc can't resist, it's a challenge. When you go for the banners, watch for the guards on the towers. Skiva calls himself Gruznak, the Impatient. I guess these orcs consider recklessness a virtue.
Who dares to challenge Gruznak?
Blood and fire. Sure as stones, you did it. These troops heard the horn blow and came running.
Ah, you're back. Let me see what you found. Covenant mercenaries? You've done well to bring this...
When are the guards going to do something about our missing people?
Orcs to the south, mercenaries camped outside by the lake, and now people are missing. I'm not sure how much more we can take. You don't know the half of it. It's the damned Lodos plague. People are scared. Many have already fled Narcissus to avoid getting sick. They think their families were stolen in the middle of the night. I've heard everything from a plot by the house leaders to elf-eating Bane King roaming the countryside. Speak to whoever you want. The Kin House is more concerned with the coming plague than searching for people who probably just ran away. But I'm sure a counselor will hear. I'm not paid to think about this. That's a luxury for someone of higher rank than me. I'll admit something seems off kilter.
Did you come from the Cirque? We sent a guard over there to check on some disturbing rumors we've been hearing. This confirms it. The Maulborn need to be wiped out.
I told you, we're leaving this forsaken place. I'd rather... Wait. You're not my husband. What do you want? Do the guards search for our missing people? No, because the house counselors don't tell them. No one does anything in Narcissus if the Kin House doesn't command it. It's that large building over there. You can't miss.
It's not that much to ask.
So many people. So many people.
This one lost friends in Haven, but you avenged them, I hear. Many owe you their thanks.
How do you fight something you can't see? It isn't fair. I can't... Me? No, not yet. I wait for the plague to find me. They try, but the solution eludes them.
My wife has disappeared, but the guards refuse to act.
I don't suppose you're here to buy a weapon. No, you probably just want me to fix another wagon wheel. Look around. Narcissus is practically deserted. The plague, the curse, whatever you want to call it. I think the people are scared. And they should be. The Lodos plague rushes onward and not...
And that's why we should seal the city. We can't allow more afflicted into Narcissus.
That makes perfect sense, old friend. But we can't cut ourselves off from the outside world.
If you truly care about our people, you'll seal Narcissus and be done with it. We can't take any more chances.
I'm sorry you had to witness that. My friend shows great... You'd think the entire town had disappeared the way everyone carries on. People are missing, but Giron... Very little. No one has actually seen any of these people leave Narcissus. I usually don't hire mercenaries, but these are desperate times. If you can prove these claims aren't just fearful delusions... Giron believes we must seal Narcissus to protect it from the plague. Narcissus is a center of trade, and such... I haven't decided. They say I'm not aggressive enough, that my indecision hurts Narcissus. Ah, Narcissus, my beloved city. At its peak, Narcissus... Most are back east, dealing with corruption inside Mournhold. Few want to enter a region ravaged by plague. But I won't give up.
Have you seen my damned apprentice? The boy's later than usual today. I wouldn't worry about it. I whipped him for messing up our shipments, and he's probably off sulking. The boy claims it wasn't his fault that we received the wrong crates. Like I believe that. They're stacked on the other side of the shed. Damn kids broke into them during the night.
You're looking into matters that don't concern you, outsider.
Where's my husband? By Vivek's beard, if he's drunk and passed out somewhere, everyone knows my husband. Evis. If he hasn't borrowed, he ships our goods. He mentioned something about that would be a big help. I'm sure he's sleeping it off in one of the nearby houses.
Please, I've told you everything I know.
One more lie and I make you stop talking. Permanently. Understand? I have no intention of letting an amateur screw up my investigation. You're interrupting my interrogation, that's what. And just as I was about to get to my favorite part. I have no quarrel with you. Listen to me closely. You and I are on the same side here. That doesn't matter. We've linked strange shipments to this courier. He refuses to talk, but...
Let me guess. You read the letter. You're going to leave me with this crazy woman, aren't you? Vox? Never heard of her. Why would I be afraid of a Vox? Now, will you let me go so I can... No more torture. I've had enough for one day. I'll tell you the same thing I told the crazy lady. And I messed up. I delivered the shipment to the wrong location. But I fixed it. I fixed everything. Just...
have no intention. How could he be so stupid? I told him where to deliver the shipment, but he thinks he knows everything. That's why things get messed up. Nothing at all, don't mind me. Just a servant here. He's an important person in Narcissus. A writer. Writes all day. How would I know? I sweep, I dust. I don't read. The master would never let me look in his journal. His room upstairs.
Some of my family...
What do you want?
You're back. I hope you're here to tell me that my people are... What's this? Notes? A journal attacked? Slow down. This news is very disturbing. I'm at a loss. People disappear into thin air and someone brought a plague into Narcissus? I need to seal the city. No one gets in or out. I won't let any more of our people vanish. Find Giron Sadri. He's upstairs. He needs to know what you discovered. Do whatever he asks.
So, half of Narcissus must vanish and plague must threaten the city before Ralden comes to his senses? And it takes an outsider. Of course he did. Ralden hasn't been able to make a decision on his own in years. At least he's... The Maulborn are obviously involved. Any fool can see that. With the city sealed, all of the guards will be busy. I suggest you slice a path through their camps by the lake. Look.
Before you ask, yes, I've been following you. No, I have nothing to do with the missing people or the plague, and no, I'm not here to fight you. That's out of the way. Feel better? Now let's talk... Of course he did. Sending an overconfident outsider into camps full of Malborn certainly sounds like a day. I've been watching Narcissus for weeks. We even have an agent inside the kin house. Anything that enters or leaves Narcissus is tracked, and those broken crates had Giron's name written all. This doesn't look good. There must be a reason why Giron wanted Narcissus sealed and why he wanted you dead. Get back there and find out. The organization I belong to does two things: finds targets and eliminates targets. My target happens to be connected to the Lodos Plague. Our goals are... Sorry, we don't know each other well enough to get that personal. Not your concern. Just remember what I told you. We're on the same side.
You're back. We need to talk. Ralden isn't here. He and Giron left some time ago. And Giron's connect... Let's just say I'm well informed. I've suspected the connection for a while, and his abduction of the Counselor confirms it. My associate... I don't know. I only know what the reports tell me. Giron probably took Ralden somewhere... Narcissus is sealed. Villagers are missing. Crates of Lodos Plague arrive in the night. Now you discover the plague intensifies when it festers inside a corpse. Makes you... Reports tell me that a group of villagers have decided to take matters into their own hands. I don't condone their actions, but they might have in... I have a feeling she's going to want your help. Tales of your exploits already spread through Narcissus.
Why do I always drop things when I'm in a hurry? Keep your voice down and act like you're helping me. I can't go into details, not here, but I know you've been trying to find... Don't ask questions, just listen. We know where our people are being held, including Counselor Ralden. Follow the clues. Not here. Just look in the pack.
House Hlalu wants us to believe that our friends and family left Narcissus without saying a word, but we have proof that they were abducted.
You found us. I apologize for my... We're tired of waiting for House Hlalu to act. We know where our people are being held, but because of the lockdown, we can't... I watched the Malborn abduct my egg sister. I saw where they took her. I saw Counselor Ralden and advisor. I doubt the guards will try to restrain you. You can come and go as you please. Speak to Madras. Let him tell you our plan.
You must be the one Slips told us about. She said an outsider was hired to find our people. So that's it. Hlalu's leader disappears and they finally decide to take action. I don't give a dact. We'll get weapons, ignore the lockdown and rescue our people. If anyone tries to stop us, I don't want to fight them. They have their orders. But they're wasting time. Every second that passes is another. I know this isn't an easy decision, especially for someone who has no stake in this. But I have to know if you're going to help us. We're going to rescue our families, or die trying. I don't trust you, outsider. We'll deal with this.
How did you get in there? Madras doesn't let just anyone attend his secret meetings. Wait, I've been passing information to him. My mother vanished, but I have my orders. So... What? Madras is going to get those people killed. They're farmers and peasants, not soldiers. You need to find the missing villagers and get them to safety before Madras leads this group to its doom. I'll find out where Madras thinks they are. But first, you have to help me slow Madras down. Cause a distraction, something that will slow them down and give you enough time to find our missing people. Everyone's on edge because of the Lodo's plague. We can use that. You know what people think? See the rats running around the village? Harmless, but people are afraid of them. Take this bag, grab as many rats as you can, bring them back here and release them at the door. That should... You help me disrupt this meeting and save these people's lives, and I'll find out what Madras knows. The little swits are quick. If you get too close, they'll run away from you. To grab...
What's that noise? Rats! They have the plague! Run! Don't let them bite you!
It looks like the rats are moving in. Those people just want to see their friends and families again. But I got the information from my contact in the group. Report back to the kin house. I'll meet you there.
Any sign of Giron? That's good news. Naryu told me you found a note at the Maulborn camp. That might be a link to the creator of the Lodo. I care only about a name and a location. Such information brings me closer to fulfilling my current contract. Because of this, I've decided to offer some assistance. I'll gather the House Hlalu guards and follow you. Whatever you find, the guard will be there to back you up. Now go. I'll gather the guards and follow in your path. Now go. Find your ally and let's... I've been here for weeks, playing the political games common to all Dark Elf kin houses. I've decided I hate such games. But you'd be surprised what you can learn if you just stand back and listen. Well, they're certainly not the altruistic organization they pretend to be. No idea. We're still working on them. Giron isn't our target. We're after the one who created the Lodos plague. I decided to right now, I'm your very best friend. Work with...
I've got the key and the location you seek, as promised. Our plan might have worked a little too well. You can still... Ruins beneath Narcissus. You can find the entrance to the west. Old door. Looks... Don't thank me. You're the one rushing into the fire. I should be thanking...
interference grows tiresome, outsider. After I destroy you, nothing will stand in Vox's way.
Giron betrayed me. He killed our people and put Lotus Plague into their bodies. Said it made it more potent. It's too late for me, but you must listen. Don't let anyone drink. She's their leader. Narcissus is only the beginning. They're making Lotus Plague in the gorge. Help me, please.
There you are. Good to see you made it. Still alive, I see. I suppose that justifies Nariu's confidence in you. I see. Ralden was a good man who cared for his people. He should be remembered that way. So that's why he wanted Narcissus locked down. He wanted a ready supply of plague carriers. House Hlalu will make sure Narcissus is safe, at least for now. We'll get these people to the healers. You should get some rest. I fear things are about to get more complicated. We'll make sure these people receive care. When you have a moment, return to Narcissus and speak to Nariu. She has a lead on the name you uncovered. Yes. I had Nariu investigate the evidence you retrieved from the Maulborn camp. She discovered something.
I swear, I can't seem to finish a job without you showing up to complicate matters. Oh, just give me a moment, would you? The documents you found in the Maulborn camp contained several names. A few appeared over and over, because I also learned that Hlalu troops have been ambushed by superior Maulborn forces at the Obsidian Gorge. Our target leads those forces. We want the Alchemist. Saving Hlalu troops isn't part of our mandate. Now you've got it. Veron and I will join you shortly. We need to send our report and wait for our next orders. Stay safe.
Now here's a like.
I've got just...
This won't take long.
You're...
Travel in the Ashlands can be...